Hi everybody, this is Brett Gildersleeve, creator of Rogue Space Marine, and it is April 22nd, 2015. Today, the 7-day roguelike challenge reviews were released, and my game got very good reviews, and I'm really happy about that, and um, just wanted to say thanks to everybody who played it, and thanks especially to Tom Francis, who had this great series of tutorials on how to use GameMaker. This is my first time making a game ever, and I did it in the span of 7 days, and certainly a lot of that is thanks to him. So, I just thought to kind of commemorate the occasion, I'll do another Let's Play video, because why not? So, just in case you haven't seen the game yet, it is a turn-based kind of tactical combat game, which makes it a roguelike. I suppose the levels are procedurally generated every time you play, and it focuses a lot on positioning and tactics, and it follows many aspects of the kind of traditional roguelike formula. So, and I created the game within the span of 7 days for something called the 7DRL challenge. That's the 7-day roguelike challenge, which challenges the participants to create a game within the span of 7 days. And I actually created this game from scratch within 7 days. It's the first game I ever made, and it was a really difficult week. It took me about, I timed it actually, I spent about 55 hours coding, and of course I'm in my 30s, I have a full-time job, so, and, you know, do other things in my life, but somehow, it's like if you put your mind to it, you can find the time to do these things. So that's exactly the reason I did the 7DRL challenge, and I think that's kind of the point of it, is that you just, you know, if you're someone like me, I've always wanted to do something like this, but I never kind of found the time for it. So a game making challenge or game jam or something like that is a great opportunity to spend time doing something and accomplishing something that you've wanted to do for a while. So anyway, that's the story behind this game. And in any case, as you can probably tell, it is turn-based. So if I don't give the computer any input, if I don't press any buttons or use my mouse or anything, everything just stops. And so I have as much time as I want. I have as much time in the world as I want to make my next move. And when I do move, the whole world kind of simulates for a brief period. So, you know, the AI thinks and it does stuff, and I move and whatever. But as soon as my turn is done, as soon as I've completed the action that I wanted to complete, everything stops again. So you can see the AI, these enemies down here, they have little thought bubbles over their heads. So a question mark shows that this enemy hasn't seen me, and it's just wandering around and doesn't really know what to do, just kind of patrols. This thought bubble is a target. Yeah, I'm not very good at drawing, I suppose, but this shows that that enemy is kind of hunting me. It knows that I'm there, it's coming after me. So, I will, and then when it turns to a crosshair, that means it's aiming at me. So it's going to try to shoot me. I will move this way, and it will probably shoot the wall. Right? Just like that. I know these things because I made the game. And as I move around, I'm using these abilities at the top and select them. And when you use one, it takes a certain amount of time for it to come back. It's called a cooldown timer. So, for example, if I use my knife here, it turns red, and there's a little bar. And as I wait or I do other things, you can see the bar decreases. That's the cooldown timer. And then eventually I get that little sound effect and it comes back and I can use it again. So, oh my, many enemies in here. Now this is something that I'd like to fix. I don't know why the enemies seem to congregate in certain areas like this, but they do. So, especially in the middle of the level. And I'm not sure why they do that. But, you know, I'd like to figure that out and maybe update the game. Because I think it would be more fun if they didn't do that. They were just spread evenly throughout the level. Okay, now here's an interesting thing. This enemy shot this kind of fireball at me, and it looks like it's going to hit right in between these two squares. And I can't really get out of the way, but I do have this wonderful little ability here. I call it dash, but it's a short-range teleport. So I can click on any of these squares and instantly jump there. So I got out of the way of that fireball, and I will take out that enemy. Then I have two coming after me here, and I got them. And the level ended. So two ways that the level ends: either you eliminate all of the enemies, or you activate these computer terminals on the level, which you might have seen me doing. If not, I can point that out in a moment. So I get this message here that I will get a new ability selected at random for the next mission. So let's see, what is that? Ah, it's number 4. And this is something new that I just added in today. There's a help screen for that. So if you press and hold F1, you get general help, how to play the game, controls, that kind of thing. If you press and hold F2 now, in this new version, which I just made today, you get a description of all of the abilities in the game. This might be kind of spoilery. It's kind of fun for people to figure out how these work without having a description of them, but I don't know. I figured this is something that most people would like to have. So I just got the shield, as you can see here, number 4. Shield forms a protective, impervious barrier for a short time. Takes a short time to activate. Important. You can see, I'll just use it right now. So I select it, and then I click to use it. So there's my shield. This is pretty awesome. Like, I can, for example, go stand right next to that barrel, which blows up, and it doesn't hurt me at all. Oh, which brings me to that. What happens when you do get hurt? When you are hurt, when you sustain damage, one of your abilities at random is selected and disabled. So that will probably happen naturally as I play the game. So no need to artificially do something stupid and get myself hurt for now. So I'm sure I'll get hurt naturally just by doing something stupid. That's normally how it works. So I was thinking of, oh, maybe I'll use my shield, but it's not ready yet, so I will use my dash or teleport, jump behind that wall, get this computer terminal while I'm at it. Ooh, not like that. This robot's going to shoot at me. I will try to get my shield up in time. Let's see if that works. Oh, well, the robot missed. Oh, this is a claw enemy. Check this out. I'll just let it attack me because I have a shield. Yep, used its claw, but none of that for me. I have a shield. Okay. Get this computer terminal. That's the 3rd one I've gotten in the level, so now it shows 3 of 9. Ooh. Okay. Ah, exclamation point. That means the enemy sees me. Here's what I'm going to do. Let the enemy take a good look at me, maybe aim. There we go. And then get out of the way, because I'm guessing that this enemy is going to hit the barrel, which will blow up, killing both of these enemies, and then blow up this barrel, hurting me. So I'm going to get out of the way. And, well, it freeze framed right before the carnage. So if I press my wait button, that will happen, which is exactly what I expected would happen. So there's a little bit of randomness to this game, which keeps it fun. For example, your aim is not perfect, and there's a little bit of randomness in the timing of everything, how enemies kind of move and react and things. And I think it's, you know, there's enough regularity to it that you generally know what's going to happen if it's smart to make this move or that. With experience, you start to realize how the game kind of works, and you can usually guess what's going to happen. But there are these little random elements that keep it interesting. Oh, this is interesting. So that center room, I was on top of it, below it, to the left of it. There's no way in. It must be on the right side, and I missed it. There is a computer terminal in every room. There are 9 rooms in every level. I don't explain that in the help file, but it's easy enough to figure out. Played through the game a couple times, so anyway. Oh, that claw enemy is going to aim at me. Might hit me actually, so I will just get out of the way. There we go. Oh yeah, the claw enemy has 2 attacks. I forgot about that. That can make them really nasty if they actually hit you. Alright, end of the level. Okay. Do this. Grenade. Yeah, those grenade enemies are really fun. They normally end up hurting themselves by blowing themselves up with their own grenades, which I just find very amusing. So, which is kind of why I put them in the game, actually. I played a lot of Doom when I was a kid. Still play Doom, actually. I don't play many video games anymore, but I do still play Doom, funny enough. So, but in Doom, the enemies, it's kind of fun if they kind of shoot at you and miss and hit their buddy, and they'll start fighting amongst themselves, which is just so fun. And in this game, I tried that while I was developing it, and the problem is the enemies just fought each other way too much, and it kind of took away from the fun, made it a little too easy, because they would just fight each other and you didn't have to do anything. So, man, the shotgun guy is relentless. So instead I made these little grenade guys who throw grenades at you, but like when that happens, they miss, and then it's just great, because they just blow themselves up. There's something really satisfying about that. Yeah. Okay. Build. These tight quarters battle. Oh, yeah. So here's an interesting thing that I probably should fix. Right now, I have these green squares which show me where I can and cannot move. If it's green, I can move there. And I cannot move down right now. And the reason I can't move down is because this enemy is kind of like halfway between these 3 squares, and the game kind of thinks that he might be in this square. And you're not allowed to move where an enemy is standing. So now you see I took out the enemy, now these 2 squares open up to me. But it's like the detection on that isn't good, so sometimes it says you can't move to a certain square when it's like clearly open. So these are just little bugs that I've noticed and should probably fix, but they weren't like important enough to spend time on during the 7-day development period. So anyway. fun. Grenade. Grenade. You can get grenades too, by the way. One of your abilities, if you get it at some point later in the game. Yep. So, 28 seconds left. I have 3 more computer terminals to get. It's looking pretty good. Oh, except this is a dead end. Means I have to go all the way back. This goes back to what I said in the earlier part of the video. When the level starts, the enemies are like evenly distributed throughout the level in all the different rooms. But they tend to bunch up, and I don't know exactly why they do that. Something that I'd like to fix at some point, so hopefully I will be able to do that. And we have the red alert. Okay, well this is great. Today I should have just waited. Today I released an update that kind of fixes the way some of the red alert stuff works with the enemy respawning, but we don't get to see that because I ended the level. Alright, here we go. Got a new ability, the grenade. I'm not going to use it quite yet. Oh, this is fun. So these enemies, I call them Seekers. And what they do is they try to touch you, and when they touch you, they blow up. Which is great. I think it's fun, anyway. So they're kind of cool. They're fast, but there's a brief kind of delay when they get to you before they blow up. Oh, like that. That delay was not as long as I thought it was, so I lost my pistol. Man. Good. So let's try. Throw a grenade down there. That. Get out of the way. Yeah, lots of grenades being tossed about. And these flamethrower guys are very slow, kind of annoying. Anyway. This is great. Cool. So I designed the game so that even if you lose an ability or two, it's still not too bad. You know, and make it through the level. But if you start to get down to only having one ability left, it gets pretty tough. So. But roguelikes are supposed to be tough, right? Ooh, I'm just going to teleport out of the way of that, just in case. Awesome. Bank shot. Oh, by the way, the grenades, I got the idea from that for Worms. If you're familiar with that game. Excellent. I played in college. Yeah, see, now these rooms are empty. I really need to fix this. Kind of, ever since the 7-day RL challenge ended, I took a break because it was such an insane month, not month, sorry, week of coding work, so I took a month off. Oh, well, we will get to see the new red alert behavior. So the way that it should work is that for a brief period, about 10 seconds, oh man, for about 10 seconds I have a free run of the place, and then after 10 seconds enemies start respawning, so it gets very difficult. Also an idea stolen from Doom, like most good video game ideas. So anyway, this is where I will leave you. No sense in me playing through the entire game. You can always go download it and play it yourself, because that's why I made it. Hopefully people will play it and like it. That's the whole point. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing the game. Enjoy.